Hello and welcome to this edition of UCentral News. I'm Patrick Talbot.
And I'm Jackson Rowbottom.
And the Oklahoma sky was filled today this weekend with smoke across the sky as fires broke out over the weekend. Oklahoma City firefighters responded to a pallet fire in South Oklahoma City early Sunday morning, then responded to an assist request in Tuttle. The smoke could be seen from Norman. Shortly after that, crews responded to a major grass fire off of Lake Hefner Parkway near Hefner Road that quickly spread to 122nd. Houses in the area were evacuated while crews got it under control. And other fire broke out this morning in Mustang as a house fire displaced 9 people. News 9 reporter Caleb Califano took a video of the flames during his live report. We want to give a special thanks to our first responders.
That's right, and also in that spirit, a firefighter has died in one of the wildfires that broke out near Lawton on Sunday. Volunteer firefighter April Partridge got separated from her vehicle while working the fire and later died. The fire was contained by late Sunday, but it is under investigation by various offices, including the Oklahoma State Fire Marshal's Office. The cause of Amy's death is under investigation by the Oklahoma State Medical Examiner's Office.
Aside from today, the recent dry weather has been impacting the state drastically. UCO's Shannon Schwa has more.
Last week, numerous wildfires occurred throughout the state.
Look at the fire. There's like an entire trail of fire.
Wow.
With the Oklahoma City Fire Department, Police Department, and the Oklahoma Forestry Services working to ensure that people are safe and fires extinguished. The wildfire in Comanche County resulted in the death of a firefighter. A potential cause for the recent increase in wildfires could be the recent dry conditions in Oklahoma. According to drought.gov, almost 92% of Oklahoma experienced abnormally dry conditions, while more than 86% experienced a moderate drought. But as of today, that dry spell is over. From Edmond, Oklahoma, I'm Shannon Chua, UCentral News.
And real quick, we're going to toss it over to CJ to take a look at weather. It is a rainy one. CJ, what do you have for us coming up?
Thanks, Patrick. Well, it's just like Shannon said, we are going to see an end to this drought and this dry spell that we've been going through. As you can see right here, sitting in Edmond at about 53 degrees under thunderstorm conditions. Now, the plan was it was going to rain all day. However, we are seeing a lull in that rain as of right now. However, in the next couple of hours, that's going to start to make its way back. So it's going to start raining into tonight and tomorrow morning as well. Winds blowing east at about 15 miles per hour. So it's a little gusty out there. We could see some gusts up to 25 and 30 miles per hour as well, along with these storms. The humidity up to 95%, and it's feeling like it's 49 out there. So it is definitely a wet day here in central Oklahoma. So if you have an umbrella, a jacket, it would definitely be a good idea to grab those if you're heading outside today. Let's take a look at our weather headlines real quick. Rain is going to last throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. This storm system is going to make its way through Oklahoma and eventually make its way out by tomorrow afternoon. We are going to see some scattered severe storms as well with this storm system that's moving through. Now, these storms aren't going to be, these are going to be very isolated storms. Now, we don't have the conditions right now for a lot of tornadoes to outbreak, but we do have the chance for some damaging winds, some lightning, and some hail to make its way into the state today. So be on the lookout for that with those severe storms. However, we do have some warmer weather looking ahead on the horizon as spring starts to come into its own. So guys, when we come back, we'll have some more updates on your weather forecast. Now, back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, CJ. And in Edmond, while a woman was at work, 2 individuals stole her catalytic converter. They were driving around a 2005 CRV that had a hood that was damaged. If you recognize them or their vehicle, call the Edmond Police Department at 405-359-4398. And the Edmond Police Department has just announced that it is currently hiring. The position will be for general police duty work in enforcing laws and ordinances. This position will be open until April 15th. And for more information, be sure to visit the Edmond Police Department website and follow them on Facebook.
Thank you, Patrick. And also, the attack on Ukraine has reached its 5th week with more than 1 million refugees being displaced. President Biden held a call with European leaders today and is expected to meet with NATO later this week for an emergency session. Reporter Amy Kiley has the story.
убивали всех людей. Это сволочи, это гады, блядь, паразиты.
Russian President Vladimir Putin seems undeterred by increasing civilian casualties in Ukraine.
This is really disgusting.
This week, the White House is expanding its efforts to help. President Joe Biden is holding a call with European leaders this morning. Then he's talking with American CEOs about the war. On Wednesday, he travels to Europe for an emergency NATO summit. He'll visit Warsaw, Poland Friday for talks with that country's president about Russia's war in Ukraine. And he's got another invitation.
Why don't he can visit Kyiv next week as a symbol of our solidarity?
The Ukrainian capital is a war zone right now, so Biden does not plan to stop there. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has his own ideas of what he'd like in the president's agenda.
So what I'd like to see the president do is to reassure our Eastern Bloc allies.
The Ukrainian people are begging Biden and the U.S. to offer more support. The besieged city of Mariupol refused Russia's demand to surrender today. The Ukrainian president says he's ready to talk to Putin at any time, but he's worried if talks fail.
That would mean that this is a third world war.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Thank you, Amy. We'll continue to follow this story and update you as things progress. Continuing with politics, today is the confirmation hearing for new Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson. Here's what you need to know from Karen Kafer.
Opening statements have begun in the confirmation hearing of the latest Supreme Court nominee.
I expect to hear a qualified, well-tempered, brilliant jurist sit before the Judiciary Committee who happens to be gladly and excitedly an African-American woman.
The chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Dick Durbin, and ranking committee member Senator Chuck Grassley kicked things off.
At its core, the responsibility you seek is one of service. And I'm fully confident you'll serve Americans from all walks of life, all backgrounds, fairly and faithfully.
I'll be looking to see whether Judge Jackson is committed to the Constitution as originally understood.
When President Biden nominated the first black woman to the Supreme Court last month, Ketanji Brown Jackson gave a nod to another trailblazer.
Today, I proudly stand on Judge Motley's shoulders, sharing not only her birthday, but also her steadfast and courageous commitment to equal justice.
Jackson referenced Constance Baker Motley, the first black woman to serve as a federal judge. Now Jackson is poised to inspire another generation of black women in law and shape the nation's highest court.
For too long, our government, our courts haven't looked like America.
Republicans aren't expected to make Jackson's Supreme Court hearings too messy. The court will still have a 6-3 conservative majority after Jackson takes her seat. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
And here on campus, we have reached a level 1 status, meaning masks are no longer required, but heavily encouraged for those indoors. UCO also only has 3 active cases right now and 2,142 recoveries, and the total cases in this pandemic has been brought to 2,145 total cases. And UCO public health students placed first in the 2002 National Case Study Competition in health education. The team members include Mariah Cantino, Avery Geist, and Michelle Romero, all of who are public health seniors. The students used research and public health theory to solve a public health community case study.
That's right, and UCO has also been nominated for the Journal Records 2022 Reader Rankings. UCO has been recognized as one of many outstanding companies across the state of Oklahoma. UCO has been nominated in 3 categories, which are for Best Forensic Experts, Best Undergraduate Program, and Best MBA Program. You can vote for UCO until April 6th. And today is World Down Syndrome Day as well, and people are wearing colorful, mismatched socks. The date of March 21st signifies the genetic makeup of Down syndrome, which is 3 copies of chromosome 21. The chromosomes resemble socks, which prompted the idea of wearing them to celebrate and raise awareness about Down syndrome.
Thank you, Jackson. And coming up, it is award season for broadcasters here at UCO. Stay tuned.
I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back to UCentral News, and several members of UCO's Mass Communication Department are up for awards this week.
That's right, including you and me, as it turns out, and along with several of our colleagues here at the University of Central Oklahoma. Several of us will be traveling to Tulsa for the Oklahoma Broadcast Education Association Awards ceremony, and the department received several awards, including from our very own Aaron Gelvin.
Put on a resume and potentially help me find a job in the near future as I'm graduating in just a couple of months.
All right.
Thanks, Aaron, and congratulations to all students here at UCO that are up for these awards, including those who are up for the National Broadcast Education Association. We've had some Mass Comm students here in UCO put on a live stream of an Overwatch tournament, and they are receiving, once again, this is a national award.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
So, yeah, congratulations
indeed. And we're going to toss over to CJ, who's going to bring you more details on the weather happening in Oklahoma right now. CJ, give us the weather.
Thanks, Jackson. Well, as most of you know, it is very stormy outside. It's very wet, very foggy outside right now. We're going to see that storm system make its way through Oklahoma tonight and into tomorrow as well. However, we can look forward to next week seeing some warmer temperatures. Let's take a look at our weather headlines real quick. We are going to see this rain continue to last throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. However, it is going to stop at about tomorrow afternoon, so then the skies will clear up from there. We are going to see some scattered severe storms as well with this storm system tonight and tomorrow. However, those storms are going to be scattered. They are not going to be very concentrated and in a very long line of storm cells. And we are going to see some warmer weather going into next week as this storm front starts to make its way out of Oklahoma. It's going to bring in some warmer weather right behind it. Let's take a look at current conditions around the state really quick. As you can see, this rain has brought the temperatures across the state down. Oklahoma City sitting at about 51 degrees, Clinton 53. Southern Oklahoma is feeling a little warmer than the rest of the state, however. That storm system hasn't quite reached you guys yet. Altus, Ardmore, and Idabel sitting at 58 and 57. So it's definitely going to get a little colder today and into tonight. For Edmond, let's take a look at tonight's forecast. In Edmond, sitting at about 44 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. The winds are going to be blowing east at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Those storms are going to be scattered too. However, it's going to be intermittent throughout the night. So we are going to have some periods of time with no rain and rain going into tonight. The humidity factor, 50%, and we do have a 50% chance of rain for today. Let's take a look at our lows for across the state real quick. 28 up in Guymon, 42 in Oklahoma City, 36 in Clinton. So definitely a little colder than average, but we are going to start to see that weather make its way up. Going into tomorrow, as that storm front starts to move out, we're going to see the temperatures just drop down a little bit. Oklahoma City 46, Lawton 49, Altus 48. But we are going to see those temperatures start to rise up going into next week. Let's take a look at tomorrow's forecast. At 7 a.m., it's going to be a cool, stormy time at 46 degrees. Noon, going at 44 degrees under clear skies, and then 41 going into the evening. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast really quick. As you can see, Monday and Tuesday, tonight and tomorrow is our main chance for storms. And then going into the weekend, on Friday, we're going to see some 70s. Saturday 68 and Sunday 76. So we are going to see some rain right now today. However, we do have some hope on the horizon as some warmer weather is on the future. Guys, that's all I have for weather right now. Back to y'all.
Thanks, CJ. And coming up next, we'll have Central Music Scene. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hello, welcome to the Central Music Scene. I'm Tyler Lurch, and I've been a musician for over 10 years, and I'm also involved with the local music scene here in OKC with my own band, Tar Creek. I'll be bringing you all the latest news concerning shows, artists, releases, and international music news. First up for today, Dave Grohl will be releasing a solo album under the artist name Dream Widow this Friday. The album is essentially a concept album following the release of Studio 666 earlier this year. Grohl has stated that the record is meant to be Dream Widow's lost album that was made before the band was murdered in the film's lore. The album will be available this Friday on all streaming services, and physical releases will be available in the coming months. Second for today, Machine Gun Kelly and Bring With Horizon have released a single together. The track is titled Maybe and was released on March 17th. The track features vocals from Oliver Sykes of Bring With Horizon and in my opinion is heavily reminiscent of Paramore. The song is available on all streaming services right now. And third for today, Snoop Dogg has purchased Death Row Records. The record label is well known to have put out Snoop Dogg's records in the 90s, as well as Dr. Dre's and Tupac's. Following his purchase of the record label, multiple albums released on it in the past have been removed from streaming services, including Dr. Dre's debut, The Chronic, and Snoop Dogg's own Doggy Style. The true purpose of these removals is still yet to be seen, but when Snoop Dogg purchased the record label, he promised that it would be turned into an NFT label. And finally for today, if you're looking for something to rock out to, then look no further than Honey Brains by Royal Blood. The British rock duo is well known for their songs Figure It Out, Out of the Black, and How Did We Get So Dark, and they released the single on March 17th. In a statement about the song on Instagram, the duo said, "Instead of sitting on new music and waiting for it to grow old, we thought it'd be fun to let you in on what we've been working on over the past few weeks before we head out on our biggest tour so far. It's as new to us as it is to you." If you'd like to check out the single right now, it's available on all streaming services. Well, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to check in on Wednesday for this week's lineup of shows around OKC, as well as more music news. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you very much, Tyler. And coming up, UCO's Peyton Scott has your sports update. Stay tuned.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back, Bronco fans. I'm Peyton Scott, and this is your sports update. The Bronco men's basketball team season ended this in the first round of the NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Championship Saturday, the 12th, with a 91-74 loss against four-seeded Upper Iowa. Isaiah Wade led the way with a huge 30-point, 11-rebound game in his last time as a Bronco. The senior forward was 12-4 from the floor. Colin Hayden added 19 points and 5 assists. Central finished on the season 24-7. Isaiah Wade has been named to the first team of the NABCA all district selections. Wade led the Broncos this season in their first regular season title since joining the league in 2012. Wade was Central's lead scorer, averaging 19.1 points while also leading the team in rebounds at 8.4 boards per game. This season, Wade earned MIAA Player of the Week, first team All MIAA, and second team CCA All Region. The Broncos wrestling team ended their season with a runner-up finish in the NCAA Division II tournament. The number 2 ranked Broncos ended with 86 points for their best national finish since 2007. The national runner-up showing in the program to go along with 15 titles. Top-ranked Nebraska Kearney won the tournament with 127 points. Dalton Abney and Heath Gray captured individual titles, winning at weights 184 and 197. Gray claimed his second straight championship at the same weight. Gray beat West Liberty's Connor Craig in a rematch of last year's final between the two. UCO ended with 6 All-Americans, the most since having the same number in 2013. Paxton Rose had finished 4th at 125. 149, Brick Filippo took 5th. 174, Alex Kaufman and heavyweight Sean Strick both placed 6th. Lawson Isaacs was named MIAA Pitcher of the Week. The league announced today following his perfect game Sunday at Fort Hays State. Isaacs got the start against Fort Hays State and threw 7 innings and didn't allow a single hit. He didn't allow a single run, and he didn't issue a single walk. 21 batters stepped up to the plate, and Isaacs returned each and every one of them in order. He forced Fort Hays hitters into 11 flyouts, 5 groundouts, in addition to Isaacs' 5 strikeouts. This season, Isaacs is 3-2 in 14 appearances, including 3 starts, with a 4.56 ERA in 25 2/3 innings of his work. He has 25 strikeouts and just 8 walks. The Broncos hit the baseball diamond again this week against Southwestern Oklahoma State Wednesday in Weatherford. Lexi Dobbins' RBI single in the top of the 6th inning broke a 3-3 tie and vaulted the Central Oklahoma Broncos to a 6-3 victory over Sioux Falls yesterday afternoon on the final day of the Fairfield End Suites Classic. The number 8 ranked Broncos split 2 games for the second straight day, dropping a 3-0 decision to number 21 Minnesota Mankato before bouncing back to beat the Cougars. UCO is now 25-5 on the season. The Lady Broncos return to MIAA play this week with back-to-back home doubleheaders against Northwest Missouri State and Missouri Western. That's all I have for sports today. And for all the latest on Bronco athletics, go to broncosports.com. Back to Patrick and Jackson at the desk.
Thanks, Peyton. And when we come back, we'll take one last look at the weather. Stay tuned.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back, and it has certainly been a wet Monday, first day back from spring break.
That's true. I thought I was going to shower later, but God had other plans.
There you
And
go.
so CJ's going to have more for us at a final look at weather. CJ, what do you have?
That's right. It definitely has been a wet day here in Edmond, and it's going to continue to be a wet day into tonight and tomorrow. However, we do have some hope on the horizon for some warmer temperatures later this week. Take a quick look at our 7-day forecast real quick. As you can see, the rain chance is only today and tomorrow, but moving into the weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to start to see some higher temps up in the 70s and low 40s for the lows. Guys, that's all it for the weather. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, CJ, and I can't express how much we have actually needed this rain.
No kidding. It has been brown, brown, brown outside. The grass has seemed to be dead all winter long with no signs of showing up back up.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely flooding now. So
Yeah.
we are going to definitely take in the rain as much as we can get it.
So be careful. Watch out for big puddles in the road. Watch out for flash flooding this rain.